Hello, I'm Heinz Winckler from LoveKey Church, and I'm very excited to speak to you about the very first LoveKey music release that we recently recorded, and we also did a music video for it, and we're going to get right into telling you more about that. So back in 2016, I made a big shift from doing commercial pop Afrikaans music to doing English Christian music. And there's a very long story behind it. But it put me in a whole new journey, and I was very blessed to work with a great producer, songwriters, and musicians in Nashville, and we put together my first Christian album, The Roar. And since then, I've been mainly focused on music ministry. In the few years that I did that, I was challenged by one pastor, I remember, who asked me, "So, when are you planting a church?" And initially I laughed at the guy. But that seed was sown and it grew from there. And while I was still ministering, going around the country, sharing the songs, this was building. 2018, we started thinking, listen, it's time for new music. And I went to write again with some great people in Nashville. Started working with my producer, Daniel Ornellas again. And we started to develop what would hopefully then be the new album. And that was then a little bit delayed because of the world pandemic that we had. But in a way, I think that there was a blessing in the delay, because during that time, 2020, 2021, it was time for a lot of things to happen, a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting. And during that time, I wanted to make sure that, listen, what does this look like? How are we going to do it? But then God was taking me on this whole other journey of planting a church. And out of that, LoveKey Church was born in November 2020. And that started to grow. And then when I started thinking about, okay, we can finally, things are opening up, we can do events again, we can share music with people, all that kind of stuff. And then I felt the Holy Spirit speak to me about, listen, maybe this is not a Heinz Winckler project, but the first LoveKey music project. And I actually got very excited about that. So what happened was we started making that shift, and then I just saw this beautiful thing starting to happen. That from our community, from our church community, we started seeing people coming on board and wanting to be a part of it and helping out. And one of the big things that happened was that Yori van der Walt came forward and said, I'll direct the music videos for the new songs. And we thought about it. We got together and got creative, and that's how this whole shoot for the music videos came about. And it's so exciting now to be working with the whole church community, not just be, a solo artist, try to make it work with the label and, trying to convince people that this is the new thing and whatever. There's this whole community behind it that I am so excited about. So we are launching LoveKey Music, featuring me and another artist on one of the songs, a lady called Bethany Worley from Bethel Music. And there's also some other artists that are involved. We've got people from our church singing in the music video. It's become this great, let's call it a village of amazing people that have come on board to bring this new music to life and to bring it to you. So I'm very excited about what's happening, and we're very excited for you to hear the first song, No Boundary, which is also the title track of the EP, and all the other songs that will follow. So make sure you download it, make sure you share it, make sure you watch the video. It's going to be awesome, and we're so excited to share this with you.
There